Tumble Sensei here with 4 levels of hip setting drills. Hip set is one of the most important facets of tumbling technique. The hip set is a barely noticeable yet pivotal action that can make or break a tumbling skill. Hip set occurs when an athlete impacts the floor and starts to rebound upwards. The hips then push open like a door on a hinge and extend forwards. This sudden extension of the hips creates our backwards rotation by allowing the chest to rotate backwards and the lower body to absorb the energy of the snap down and move forwards. This technique greatly enhances the rotational speed of a salto through simple mechanical advantage. However, do note that the hip extension is different than arching the back. Notice how the hip extension keeps the athlete tall, whereas an arch in the back puts the athlete into a mechanically compromised position. Think the arch is in the hips, not the back.
If athletes don't understand this subtle difference, it can result in lower back pain. Now, the hip set is extremely important for double saltos, but especially the double layout more than any other skill. So I've provided you with 4 hip setting drills shown in increasing difficulty from beginner to advanced, starting with tucks and layouts, ending with double saltos and layouts. The first drill is for athletes starting backwards rotation such as tucks and layouts. We could do a jump to candlestick to simulate the hip set, but if we make a small modification and jump forwards similar to a gainer, we can more accurately simulate the feeling of flipping backwards while pushing the hips forwards. Start with an 8-incher on top of a tumble track or tight trampoline. From here, have the athlete jump forwards to the back and push the hips out on takeoff. This is a great layout or tuck side station. However, be vigilant about watching the athlete's legs on takeoff as they will try to bend the knees, which will create rotation, but at the cost of a great loss in height. Step 2. Once an athlete has mastered Step 1, we can make it a bit more realistic and difficult by adding a handstand snap down to the hip set. Step 3. Again, increase the difficulty by starting on the 8-incher with a back handspring, snapping the feet down fast into the track, then pushing the hips up and forward after takeoff to land on your back on the 8-incher. Step 4. Finally, for athletes working very advanced skills, double backs and upwards, start with a handstand snap down into a gainer tuck or even a back handspring into a gainer tuck up onto the 8-incher. This will have to be spotted at first, but is great for simulating fast takeoffs for double saltos. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more drills and tutorials. Also, follow me on Instagram and please support me on Patreon so I can make more videos.